Welcome, welcome, everybody. How are you doing? I'm so excited to be here with you today. My name is Becky Raney, and I am in the United States. Super excited to be coming to India next week, actually, just in a matter of 5 days. My suitcase is all packed, but I find that when you pack your suitcase early, you end up unpacking it 5 times and rearranging things 100 times. So I don't know why I did that. But anyway, super excited to come. We'll be meeting up in Bangalore, seeing the new headquarters, and having a bunch of classes there from an introduction class to also the Roma Touch training. And there's also an emotions class going on. So if you're interested in attending any of those, please reach out to us. We'd be excited to have you come. And even if you're not in the area and you know somebody who lives in Bangalore, this is an amazing opportunity. This will be, I think, I could be wrong, but the very first big classes that are going to be happening at the new headquarters. So super excited about that. And then we're traveling to head up to Calcutta to go to our doTERRA convention. And I think this is the fourth one. Yeah, the fourth convention. We had a grand opening and then we had three conventions. So this will be our fourth one. We're super excited. We have Emily Wright coming, and she's one of the original executive owners, and she's super amazing. So we're excited to have her. And you can have a chance to get your photo taken with her. I'm not sure if that's closed with the qualifications on that, but call the office and find out more information on that. And super excited. So, hi, Catherine. Nice to see you here. Okay. So, as we move forward, many people go, what does doTERRA mean? I noticed a lot of people even pronounce it wrong. But doTERRA, do is gift, and terra means of the earth. And so doTERRA is gift of the earth. And just in that alone is just such a really calming, beautiful thing when you think about how God has provided so many beautiful healing properties and so many plants around us, that having these essential oils is an incredible gift for us. Where is doTERRA? Well, doTERRA started, of course, in Pleasant Grove, Utah, and we have beautiful headquarters there. This is just some of the buildings. If I would taking this picture, if I turn my back around, there's a whole distribution center, and whole you can go in there and pick up some oils, and then there's not a hospital, a medical center, and there's just a whole bunch of stuff that this campus is providing, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful buildings there, and absolutely love it. So doTERRA started in actually April of 2008, and the India market. So as doTERRA opened up different markets throughout the world, they kind of went around globally, started in Europe and went around. They opened up the India market in May of 2022. And Suzanne and I, we have been working in India for, I was realizing it's going to be, it looks like 6 years. Am I right on that? In January, it'll be 6 years. Wow. And good things happen, right? When you spend that consistency and that persistence no matter what in a business. And that's what I'm going to talk a little bit about today. These people, there's a beautiful video. You can Google this video. Actually, I think it's even on the United States website for doTERRA, but the genesis of doTERRA. And this video talks about the struggles and the difficulties and why they opened up doTERRA and how they did that, and just a really inspiring video where they put their houses up for collateral and got loans out and did a whole bunch of stuff privately, because they felt that it was important to be not held hostage with corporations and the big finance conglomerates that do investing. And all these people here all have different uh, skill sets, like different ways that they came in to really synergistically create a beautiful team of executives. So, what I love about this company too is um, they have seven owners that come together as one business, right? A lot of different network marketings have one owner, and a lot of mistakes are made in those companies. These guys, have meetings and sit down together and really, with their expertise, are really able to fill in all the pieces of the puzzle and make smart decisions. And I've always been so impressed with how do they come out with the right product before things happen, right? And they came out with some really beautiful products before the pandemic. They came out with some really amazing things that happen for the emotional support and things like that, that really are just incredible foresight. And so it really helped me put more belief into what's going on with doTERRA. So, what is doTERRA? Well, doTERRA is an essential oil company about healing physically, emotionally, financially, and sometimes even spiritually. When we do network marketing, it's always a personal growth kind of organization where we work on growth on ourselves to grow our business. And the oils are a powerful vehicle for that. They're so incredible. And so super fun to be able to have that happen. I'm going to move this out of the way here. Okay. So doTERRA, oh my goodness. I don't know what just happened here. My computer's acting really funny, but I just skipped ahead about 27 slides. Okay. So our doTERRA has a strong foundation. And when you're looking at a company to work with as a business, I remember when I graduated college and I was going out looking for a job, and you just throw your resume out everywhere, right? And hope that somebody will call you up and hire you. And actually, it's really important to sit there and really do the research on the company you're going to work with. And doTERRA has so many amazing, beautiful things there. We're really the number one essential oil company in the world. We're privately held. We have over 2 billion in global sales, and I think it almost reached 3 billion at one year. It's just incredible. Over 1 billion in assets, and we have 10 million global customers. That's incredible when you think about all the customers around the world. 10 million. That's amazing. We have 330 um, 300, 3,300 corporate employees, and they're also spread out throughout the different countries where we have about 20 offices. And I think this is always growing. I'm not sure if these numbers are 100% accurate as of, this year. I think I put this together last year, so it's always growing. We have Dubai that's just opened up and so on. And this is one of the beautiful things about doTERRA, and when I've done studies with other network marketing companies, is that the retention rate of when you're selling products and stuff, other network marketing companies' retention rate is only like 10 to 15%. With doTERRA, because our products are so amazing and they work, our retention rate is around 60 to 70%. And it's just incredible. People reorder over and over and over again. In the direct selling industry, this is an old slide. I want you to take a look. It's 2021. So I don't know where it is as a shift. The market's always shifting and things like that. But this slide here I got from the leadership um, presentation at one year, and doTERRA is number 8 in the network marketing companies. This is incredible. Like we have gone so far, and we started in 2008. So it's still fairly a very young company. And some of these companies, like Tupperware, has been around forever. Amway has been around. It must be at least 50 years. And so it's really good to know that we have a lot of pride in the growth and the ratings that we're bringing up. Now, and here's some of the countries that doTERRA is in. And I just took this off the back office of doTERRA, and knowing the breadth and the reach that you can grow your business. We are focused primarily in India right now. We really want to help bring the number one, the largest country in the world by population, we believe is going to be the biggest uh, country that doTERRA will have, the biggest market. And so we're super excited about the opportunity here. And we love our Indian friends. They're so smart when it comes to Ayurvedic medicines, and to really teach and train how these beautiful oils can help make a huge impact for people. Again, so why doTERRA? I can't emphasize enough. doTERRA is the number one essential oil company in the world. We have We're the number one by far. Like nobody can touch us and reach us in the essential oil industry. And the reason is because we have the certified pure tested grade seal. doTERRA realized that in the market that in the essential oil industry globally is the number one. I mean, it's super adulterated. Like it's so many different companies. You're not truly buying actually an essential oil, you're buying a chemistry experiment, or you're buying perfumes, you're buying formaldehyde, you're buying stuff that's actually stretched and harming actually the essential oil. So doTERRA created a certified pure, tested grade third party company to go through and test these oils rigorously. Over 60 different kinds of tests or more are done on different oils to ensure that you're getting the purest, like no harmful fillers and contaminants are added to those oils so that when you're putting them on your body, and that's why um, they're very effective is because the fillers can cause harm. When we actually sit there and look at this more so, you can find research online where it says that you can take these oils um, internally, and you can't. Like there's a lot of research says that you can't take it internally. It's very confusing because they're actually talking about a lot of other essential oil companies and brands. But with doTERRA, we pride ourselves in that many of our oils you can take internally. And the reason is we source these oils. Another beautiful thing about doTERRA is we source these oils from farmers that we're helping source them in their communities, that they lift them up. We pay them twice as much as we would with normal at a normal essential oil company would pay them. And so we're committed to communities and making a difference and an impact. And we have a program called Co-Impact Sourcing and Healing Hands program. And I'll talk about that a little bit more here in a minute. So this is interesting too. When I first saw this slide, when one of our leaders from United States came and was talking about this slide, I thought, this is crazy. Why do we talk about the doTERRA culture? But I didn't realize how horrible some other businesses, some other network marketing companies' cultures really are. And that really what gives network marketing kind of a bad name is that other culture, right? They always lead with the business first. They want to push the business. You got to do the business, right? And it's really a turnoff. And they then they maybe talk about the products. A lot of times they won't even talk about the products. They just want you to make money, and then they think about the people last. They just think about being filthy rich. Now, doTERRA is one of those companies that if you're a big leader and you work really hard, you're not going to get a free car. You're not going to get like, all these fancy things that happen. We do have sourcing trips and things like that, but it's not all about becoming filthy rich. It's really, doTERRA focuses on people first. Really, we are servant from the heart. Taking care of people, helping people with their health needs and concerns is the number one thing. And when we do that, we know we have the products that are going to help make a difference. And with that, we actually then all of a sudden we're focusing on, oh, I can make money doing this, really? Yeah, and that's what happened to me. I had such a health problem. I had major health issues with my gut, my emotions, and I was really struggling. I wasn't sleeping at night. And somebody introduced these oils to me because she was concerned with her love about who I was and what was happening with me. And so I started using the products, and holy moly, these things really work. It was crazy. And then I was sharing with my friends because people who actually have the same issues as I did. And then all of a sudden I was doing the business, and I told her I was never going to do the business, right? And that's really what's so impactful about the doTERRA culture. And it's so important that we really focus on that. If you're here and you think you want to become filthy rich and you don't care about people, I'm going to tell you, you're going to struggle in this business and it's not going to work for you. So, what is doTERRA culture? Again, we're working on the healing processes. We're working on taking care of people. We're working on empowering them in their homes. Every home should have a package of essential oils. Every home, so that they can be armed with tools when something happens. Um, a lot of people just run to the hospital or run to the doctors when they've got a cold or UTIs or anything, right? And these oils are so helpful with empowering you in your home. we're cause-driven, education-focused. So going through and teaching people about how to use these essential oils, teaching people all the breadth of what they can do. And I'm just going to also tell you, you are never, ever going to know everything about the essential oils. And people often tell me, I'm going to wait until I get smart enough to do the business with these oils. The only way you can get smart enough to use these oils is just by doing. And so get started, get out there and say, "Hey, I got a peppermint oil. You want to try some?" And then people go, "Oh my gosh, and I've got this. Will it help?" And you can say, "I don't know. Let's check it out." And we've got resources that you can go through and look up and show them how you're finding out which oils to try. I will guarantee you we're not doctors. And so, I mean, some people who've joined are doctors, of course, but most part, we're normal people who have families and live a normal life where I'm always looking up things and researching what's going to help this particular person and helping them learn. And I'm constantly learning every day different oils that can help with that. Um, and we're a unifying force. We've got like WhatsApp groups and Facebook groups, and you can go online and you can research yourself all over the place with stuff. We're on PubMed.gov. We've got YouTube channels. There's resources everywhere that can help you um, understand different wellness concerns or get excited about the different products and things like that. And again, so the servant leadership and the soul of a small company. I mean, when we talk about doTERRA being really the largest company in the world, they do have the soul and the heart servant of a small company. And I know Suzanne's on here. She talks with the owners directly. She knows these people. She lives right there. It's no fair. She lives right next door to the headquarters. But that's a benefit too for us, right? So it's pretty exciting. So, what is an essential oil? So, I've talked all about this business, but what is the essential oil? Well, essential oils come from plants. They're natural aromatic compounds that come from all different kinds of plants, like roots, barks, flowers, leaves, fruits. I mean, you can take a plant and pretty much it's going to have healing properties in it to protect itself in an environment. And so we take that plant and we can either steam distill it. So we put it in all the plants in a distillery and then we separate the essential oil from the plant. So if you look here at the peppermint leaf, here's a peppermint plant, which grows in India, by the way. We source our peppermint in India. And when you pick a peppermint leaf up and you rub it between your fingers, it's got that little fuzziness going on with it, right? And then pretty soon it smells really strong. Well, here's a zoomed in back picture of that peppermint leaf with the little thistly hairs that are used to protect the essential oil sac that's on the back of the leaf. And when you're rubbing it, you're bursting open that peppermint leaf. That peppermint oil is protecting that peppermint plant. And so that's what we're taking. We get to use that to help protect our bodies too. So you have choices, right? You can use the modern approach where, we got a lot of pharmaceuticals out there in the world that are designed to work after the symptom of something. Um, Man produces these, they address the symptom, and many times that need remains, right? So, because it's not going after, why do we have that in the first place? We have many side effects that happen too, and I think that there are side effects that we do know. Like here in the United States, they it's legal for them to advertise these pharmaceuticals on TV, and then the list of all the side effects that they have to say, and they say it really fast, where you can't hear them. But the list of side effects goes on and on and on, and always one of them is death. Like, why would you be taking these medicines if it's going to actually cause you death? But anyway, it's just a side note there. There's trillions and billions. I think we have more than 8.3 trillion. I think it's 830 trillion. Really, I don't think we can actually measure how much money is spent on global health care, especially after the pandemic when we look at all the stuff that was happening during that. It's crazy. But you can also choose the natural approach. And the natural approach actually goes after the root cause. Like, why do we have those things going on in the first place? And that is impactful. It minimizes the symptoms to begin with. And so we can actually start to put the pieces of the puzzles back together in supporting our body. And they also work with us not only physically, but also emotionally. And they're safe without side effects, right? I mean, this is really incredible to know. How do they work? Well, because they're so pure and potent, they actually can penetrate the cell wall and go where the virus tends to live is inside the cell, right? So they can go inside the cell and do their work. They contain hundreds of different compounds, providing complex and versatile abilities to combat threats without building up a resistance, right? Now, I like to use more because I love the flavor more. I get used to some of these really strong flavors and I like to, and that's okay. But really, you only need one drop. They're supercharged and potent. So this is an example. One drop of peppermint oil equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's incredible, right? When we think about 28 cups of peppermint tea, we like to drink peppermint tea for maybe nausea or tummy aches or just calming our body down. And so when we think about what one drop of peppermint oil, if I rubbed a drop on the bottom of my feet, I would actually taste it in my mouth about 2 minutes later. So it's going to go through and service every cell in your body very quickly. It's incredible. These essential oils are very intelligent, which is also something that's inspiring. When I think about people say, well, what can a peppermint oil do for you? Well, there's a list of 200 things it can do for you. And and it's not, it's kind of like human beings, right? Human beings have different skill sets. And some people have better skills at teaching classes. Some people have better skills at making things. Some people have better skills at raising children. And so it doesn't mean that I can't, like, I'm not so good at raising children because I never had any, but it doesn't mean I can't. There's some things that it can do to help, but it probably wouldn't be as good. So you want to find the oils that are going to be really powerful for those particular needs. So there's three ways you can use the oils. You can use them aromatically, you can use them topically, and you can use them internally. And so when we talk about topically, or excuse me, aromatically, I have my diffuser. I don't know if you could see it over there. I have my diffuser running, and it's just making my room smell wonderful. It's helping me stay focused and calm during teaching this class, and it's just a beautiful way. Another way is you can take a drop and put it in your hand, and I have oils here. Actually, I moved them over to the counter, but if you can take an oil, put a drop in your hand, and then go like this and breathe in, and it's incredible. I just absolutely love that, and such an amazing way to use that. And then you can also use it topically. So I rubbed it on the back of my neck, and you can rub it on the bottom of your feet, or specifically where the concern is. And you also want to be able to be mindful. Some of the oils you want to dilute. They may be a little bit hot, and cause a little bit more sensitivity, but we have lots of wonderful oils for that too, and you can take them internally. And so internally, I like to put some oils in my coffee. I love the On Guard oil, which has clove in it and wild orange, and that always helps me kind of wake up in the morning too. We also want to make sure that when you're taking them internally, that you put them in a metal container or a glass container or even a porcelain. Don't put them in plastic. I noticed that a lot of people in India love to have those plastic water bottles. And I'm just going to tell you right now, don't ever buy water in those water bottles. Those water bottles, oh, they're horrible. They seep chemistry and stuff. And here we are trying to detox our bodies. So um, get one of these metal containers and use them over and over again. So we have these top 10 essential oils. Now we have, I don't know how many are in India now. I'm going to say maybe 80 to 90, but we have probably over 200 essential oils. And we're slowly bringing them into India and as we register them in the market. But this gives us a chance to know the most popular oils. These 10 essential oils are incredible, and they all serve different needs, right? So we're going to start off to the left here. I'm just going to briefly go through these. Some of them I'm going to do a deeper dive in here in a minute. But oregano is super amazing for immune support. And you can go around and clean the house. So it's going to be a germ buster as well, along with tea tree. On Guard is a blend of different oils in it that doTERRA came up with. And then frankincense is also a single oil. Frankincense was given to the Christ child at Christmas time, or when he was born. And at Christmas time, we have this one coming out. Sometimes I can't promise. So we never know what's going to come in December as a free oil of the month, but this could be it. And then also we have lemon oil, which is a really good detoxifier. It's a refresher. When you drink that in your water daily, it really is uplifting. Lavender, lemon, and peppermint together really work well for seasonal threats, and Suzanne can vouch for that. She uses those. Well, not so much anymore. I think you kind of got on top of your allergies, right? So, um, and then we also can use lavender for stress and skin issues and sleep issues. Lavender is the Swiss Army knife. Like that one you can reach for so many different things. And actually, here in the United States, it's actually rated as a pharmaceutical grade product. You guys, this is really powerful to know that this is actually rated as a pharmaceutical grade, and that's opening up the door for so much opportunity. Peppermint is the number one selling oil that I have on my when I look at my back office, I could see that by three times people buy peppermint. They absolutely love peppermint. And I know that in India it gets super hot. Sometimes you can just make a spray and help cool your body down about 2 degrees. So knowing that it's a good one for having like the seasonal threats like the flus and the colds and things like that. Breathe is really good for respiratory, and digestin is a blend. That is an oil that I started doTERRA with. Digestin, oh my gosh, is like my love. That is like I have love, love, love for digestion, and it really helps with so many gut issues. And really, the number one thing that when people say, Becky, what should I have this or this going on in my body? What should I use? And I'll say digestion. And they're like, no, 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 no. I'm talking about my skin, for example. But yeah, most reasons why we have health concerns could be started in the gut. And so digestion, I think, is a must have in everybody's home. And then Deep Blue is a really popular blend as well for helping with the overworking those muscles and whatnot. So doTERRA has purity, like I said earlier, and I'm going to kind of do a deep dive in that because when we're talking about essential oils, I can't tell you enough how important it is that doTERRA is the oil you reach for. Not only because it's the number one essential oil in the world, yes, but it's the number one essential oil in the world because of the purity, because they are effective. I have people all the time say, "Oh, Becky, I buy this oil," and they're so excited. I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, it's not a doTERRA oil. And how is it working for you?" And sometimes when I share with people, they say, "Well, I've tried essential oils and they didn't really work for me." Well, yeah, it's because they're trying the really cheap stuff from the grocery store. That's not going to work for you because it's probably 95% formaldehyde or some other cooking grade oil that has a few drops of that oil in it. And so you really want to be mindful about really how you're um, sharing these oils with people that they understand that purity matters. Again, certified pure, tested grade. doTERRA are the only oils that have this tested grade. You can go onto the website and actually look at the rating and the testing of these essential oils. Um, so I'm going to show that. We have this screenshot where you can go to a website called source2you.com, and on the bottom of every single oil, there will be a code. And on the bottom of that, you can type in on this website where it says check your bottle, and it will give you the testing of that exact essential oil. And so, pretty incredible. And I think it's important to know that no other company does this. We have such transparency. We're sharing with you exactly what's happening. Every year, the environment changes. You know how sometimes you have a colder season or a really drought season. The plant is going to be changing just a little bit differently. So we want to know what those properties are, and we want to have doTERRA. doTERRA's rejected batches before. They declined batches of oils because they didn't meet the range and the standard of purity that they really want. I've always wondered where does that oil go when they reject it? They just don't dump it out. Those places are going to probably sell them to another company, right? Here I had the opportunity to walk through the labs at the doTERRA office. We did a tour last year, and here's some of the labs and the scientists in those labs. And here's our Andrew here, who is talking about how the testing is working. And Andrew's so smart. He just really did a good job explaining all this stuff. I loved chemistry in school, but I love it when people really can get into the science of it. And here's another picture I took from the lab. And I love this slide too. I didn't get a good picture of it, but it talks about how many how many bottles are made every day. On the average, they fill 299,229 essential oil bottles daily. Can you believe that? That is incredible. And the record that they filled in bottles in one day was 548,000. That must have been during the pandemic when they were crazy cranking out those On Guard bottles. And so, anyway, it's just really kind of fun to walk through this lab. If you ever have a chance to get to the United States, I highly recommend you to come and visit the lab. And it really gives you a strong belief on how serious we are about doing the testing. Here's some more pictures. I really superly love this picture. These are the different colors that the essential oils have. I didn't realize there was such a range of colors. And there was actually, I couldn't get a good picture of the names of each oil next to it here. You can't see that. But anyway, and here's the big vats or the barrels of the oils that they store. And incredible, busy place. So without a high quality essential oil, there's a lot of things that you can't, with the consistency not being consistent, you can't dose it correctly. You can't dose this correctly, right? Without the right chemistry and the high quality, you can't guarantee that you're going to use this safely. And so again, when you go online and you're researching about essential oils and you don't specifically research with doTERRA, you're going to get a lot of misinformation because it doesn't align with doTERRA. It's talking about all those other companies, okay? We evaluate the effects, I can't say that this morning, efficacy, and we reproduce results over and over and over again. So the consistency really, truly matters. And here's where we source the oils all over the world. This is just actually a small picture of many of the different oils. And I wanted to point out to India. Look at this. We've got so many amazing oils in India. We do bergamot mint, davana, Japanese mint, lemongrass, peppermint, spearmint, tulsi, which is holy basil, turmeric. And I even think there's a bigger list than that. But there's a lot of crazy, amazing things happening. India is the main focus right now. When we were at our doTERRA convention, there was a lot of sourcing that we're talking about, sourcing castor oil out of India now, and a lot of really co-impact sourcing that's happening to um, help with that. So I love this slide. This is something that we talk about other essential oil companies, other companies where they have farmers that go to a farmer and the farmer takes their product to a distillery. The distillery then sells it to a broker or perfumist. They will add things to it to make it cheaper. Then they'll sell it to another perfumer brokerist and make it cheaper, add more things to it. And then they'll bottle it at the company that they sell it to. And then you finally get it, right? Well, doTERRA doesn't do that. We don't work with the people in the middle. We actually work directly with the farmer. We work directly with the distilleries, and we form co-impact sourcing where we find small homes that have a plot of land that we know is pure, and then we'll teach them how to grow that peppermint. And we'll teach them when to source it at the right time, when to harvest it. We'll teach them how to take care of it. And then we go to take them, we'll have them take it to the distillery where the distillery pays them the same day. Make sure that they get not cheated, that they get actually what they dropped off, and then they actually then will distill it, and we teach the distilleries how to do it properly. Then it goes directly to our company where we're bottling the oils, and then you get it. You want to always buy it directly from doTERRA. When you sign up for doTERRA, you get your own account so that you know you're getting the trusted and safe, pure product. Never buy it from Amazon. Never buy it online. And as a distributor, we can't sell it on online like that. We can only sell it directly or buy it directly from the company and sell it that way. So it's really important because the chain of command has to be there to ensure that quality. Okay, so here's a picture of some lemongrass farmers in India, and I think they're in Adosha, India. And it just goes to show that these beautiful ladies, that this co-impact sourcing really is making a difference. And if you go online and talk about doTERRA lemongrass, these ladies are interviewed, they're talking, and it's just really fun to watch those videos and to see the difference that doTERRA is making for them. Here's an example of 463,000 lives are supported through the sourcing jobs that doTERRA has. And because of that supports the community, a lot of these communities, we've made fresh water wells for them. We've put food banks. I know that there's like a hospital that we put in the community where the turmeric is sourced. And so there's lots of different things that we add on to those communities. I know when Nepal had their earthquake years ago, where that was right where doTERRA is sourcing spearmint, and really powerful way. Is it wintergreen or spearmint? Anyway, really powerful way for us to help rebuild their homes. We rebuilt a school, and just another really beautiful video that you want to go watch. Okay, so let's just jump in real, shall we, as we're coming close to an end here on what some of these essential oils can do. I was talking to um, a, a fellow wellness advocate here on the call before everybody jumped on about lavender being his favorite oil. Lavender is, it's very calming for the mind, it's supportive to the skin, it's soothing, it's calming, it's going to be a really good one to help promote sleeping. Lemon essential oil, again, is really good for purifying the air. I love to diffuse it in the morning to help wake me up. It's really good to drink for supporting the use for cleansing and aiding in digestion. Um, Peppermint, I love to drink that in my water too. It's just really a way to energize myself and clear that brain fog. And it also is really good for cooling the body down, relieving some head tension, and so on. Deep Blue is one of my favorite oils as well. Deep Blue is an amazing product that is in India as well. We've got the Deep Blue Rub, and it's really good for soothing achy muscles, head tension again. My husband sometimes will have leg cramps in the middle of the night, that kind of thing. And doTERRA Breathe is really good for opening up those airways. There's so much smog, so much pollution in India. Gosh, I remember one time I got off the plane in Delhi and I couldn't, my eyes were burning almost instantly. It was amazing. And so with all those little fires and things that people are burning trash, a lot of that stuff is so harmful for our bodies, and we need to keep using Breathe to help detox those lungs and keep them healthy so that we can maintain optimum health. On Guard is a must-have. This is a no-brainer. This is like a non-negotiable. You cannot tell me you don't need On Guard. On Guard is one of those oils that we take every day to help build up our immune system. We're going to have those threats come along. We get insulted with the toxins in the air. We get little kids going to school and coming back with germs and things. It's so important to keep our health up to its optimum. And it's just really going to be supporting the body that way too, right? It's going to be helping guard you. And so on. So frankincense is the king of oils. Without doubt, reach for frankincense. This one here has so many beautiful properties that it can do to help support. It helps reduce appearance of skin imperfections. It's really good for, I can go on and on and on. I'm just going to tell you to look up pubmed.gov and type in frankincense, and you'll be shocked on some of the amazing research that you'll see on helping with cell apoptosis and different things like that. Copaiba is the brother of frankincense, also sourced from the sap of a tree. And this one is really good for digestive, respiratory. It's really good for when you have a toothache. Oh my gosh, I had some major teeth work done, and it was so supportive for me in that way. Wild orange, very much similar to lemon. This is what we call the happy oil. Seriously, this oil is amazing when you diffuse. It's really supportive in the mood. It's energizing. It helps kind of rechannel the focus. Love it. And again, I talked about digestin. Again, this one to me is a non-negotiable as well. Digestin is a blend that you can take and rub on your tummy when you had a little bit too much of those Indian spices, which I know happens often. You guys eat way too late at night. You eat at 11 o'clock at night and then go to sleep. So I'm sure that there's some things going on in your body that you could use the digestion for. Okay, so just another little bit deep dive in some of these oils. Lemon oil is sourced in Brazil and southern Italy, and it takes 3.5 kilograms of lemon peel to produce one 15 ml bottle of lemon oil. Isn't that crazy? So much work goes into putting these oils together. And lemon is one of the more affordable oils. It's very inexpensive. So, but this one here is really incredible. And you can go on pubmed.gov and find some research on this lemon oil. So take it internally, again, put it in your water to drink. Topically, you can combine it with lavender and peppermint to apply on the bottom of your feet for those seasonal threats, right? Or irritants. They like to call them irritants, but Suzanne uses one for her allergies all the time. So really good. You can make little roller bottles and put all that blend in there together. So it's pre-done. And then again, you can take this one aromatically. Lavender is sourced from France and Bulgaria, and it takes approximately 2 kilograms of lavender to produce 15 ml bottle of lavender oil. And this takes 2 years for for a plant to mature from a seed. And I have like 8 lavender plants in my backyard, and I'm constantly doing fun things with my lavender. I make soap and stuff, and I use the lavender essential oil, and it's just so fun to have. Lavender is just one of my favorite plants. Um, and so to use this one, you can take this one internally, you guys. This is incredible. So this one you can make a lavender lemonade, which is really good. And you can put this one on topically, and this one you can apply neat. Neat means you can put it on directly without diluting. So you can go ahead and apply this one on neat. And again, you can diffuse it in a diffuser while you go to sleep to help calm your mind. I don't know about you guys, but my mind is a little bit hard to calm down. It's always running. You got to do this, and did you do that? And da 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 da. I'm always thinking about things. This one here shuts that up, so I'm able to get a good night's sleep. Peppermint. Okay, peppermint again is sourced in my area of United States, but it's also sourced in India. And it's in the northern region above the Delhi area. And this one here is just a powerful, wonderful plant. It's super easy to grow. I love it. I have peppermint also. I have spearmint in my backyard too. And but these plants are really fun and whatnot. So you can take this one internally. You can rub it on your belly. You can put it on the back of your neck. You can help with focus or hot flashes or anything like that. You can apply it topically to the skin. Um, and it's really mentholatum-y, I guess is the word I want. And this one here you can uh, use aromatically. Now, tea tree is one that I wanted to put a little bit of a focus on too. This one's sourced in Kenya, and this one actually also comes from Australia. And it takes about 2 kilograms of this plant to make one bottle of 15 ml tea tree. And I think it's really important to explain to you the importance of how much work goes into putting these bottles together. It's incredible. People say, gosh, the oils might be a little pricey. Well, they're beautiful. And remember, just because you're looking at a little bottle doesn't mean that it's not going to last you very long. I have had my tea tree for a year, for 2 years. I use it all the time. It lasts a long time. And so you always want to be looking at the length and the usage of what you're using these for. You can use tea tree to clean your house with its antiviral, antibacterial. I love the smell of tea tree. I also like to take a cup of boiling hot water, and I'll put a few drops of tea tree in that and breathe that in to be able to help with my airways. So that's really nice. And topically, my husband loves to put this on his toenails. Yeah, so it's important if you're having little ugly looking toes. Now, balance is a beautiful oil too. Balance is one of my favorites. I remember Suzanne's son Matt saying that this one he always applies on his heart after the shower every day. So I started doing that, and I can't stop. Like, I'm always surprised when I get out of the shower and I put some over my heart, how already anxious and stressed I am for the day. I just got started, and why I'm already it just really just resets me, lets me get grounded and ready for the day. And this is an oil that we use in a technique called the aroma touch technique. And it's very popular to use this one for using on your hands, to give massages to other people, and so on. And you can actually purchase an aroma touch technique kit. There's lots of ways you can use these oils, you guys. So this is a picture of me in Jaipur teaching some Ayurvedic doctors back in 2022 how to use these oils in their practice. And it's incredible on all the different things that you can do. Copaiba, again, copaiba is a must-have, I think, in every home. It's really great for supporting those things that you would never realize, right? And it doesn't have a strong smell. So this is kind of one that if you're not feeling well or something, I like to use too, because sometimes just having that calming and that the supporting of the pain is really important. Frankincense, again, you can take frankincense internally, you can take it topically and aromatically. This is a very huge powerhouse, again, for so many different benefits. And I like to use this. I know I have a friend who's a doula, and a doula is an assistance for having home births. And I'm sure that you have that quite often in India. And she always likes to use the frankincense to bless the baby and to be able to help support them with building up their immune system and get them going right off the get-go. I think that's so beautiful. On Guard, again, On Guard is an oil for, we call it the protective blend. So help building up your immune system again, supporting your immune function, and using it as a surface cleaner, cleaning those doorknobs, those kitchen cabinets, and all those counter surfaces and stuff to help clean out those viruses and those things to protect your home. And it's super energizing because it has wild orange in it. And I love diffusing it. The clove is that cinnamony smell. So it's kind of like this nice fall aroma. Now, adaptive is a beautiful oil for adapting to change. It's a calming blend. This oil is a blend of lavender, copaiba, rosemary, magnolia neroli, and sweet gum. This is used. I work at a suicide prevention center a few days a week, and we use this oil often to help with those high acuity emotions. You guys, these oils are serious. They're powerful, they're impactful. Do not take this for advantage. I mean, do not take advantage of what these oils can do. And you might even do a screenshot because I'm not going to read that whole thing, but it'll give you a breath of really what the emotional support. All these essential oils have some emotional benefit to them. And so I just love what this one says about adaptive. Okay. And we also have these sleep kits, which includes the adaptive, includes balance, it includes copaiba. And there's one oil there that I didn't talk about called Serenity, which is another blend. And Serenity is a nice, beautiful sleep and support kit. So this is a really good kit to purchase to get started if that's something that you're struggling with is sleep. And so I recommend it comes with a nice little eye patch cover, kind of fun. And so Serenity is a beautiful blend for calming the body. I mean, it's just an amazing oil. I know Suzanne, I think this was maybe it was balance oil, but you wanted to use this oil one time before you got up and talked in front of class. And I think that's really important to help do this calming to help calm that that's happening. Okay. So you can diffuse. Here's a diffusing blend that you can diffuse these at nighttime and be able to help you with your sleep. 2 drops of each. You can take a screenshot of this. I'm just all over the place, just trying to give you guys an idea of the vastness that these oils can be about. And we really want to talk about, I think this, oh shoot, I forgot to take the slide out. Um, so we were going to go ahead and talk a little bit about all these oils can help you with your nutrition, your digestion, your movement and metabolism. I mean, we have these oils to support you in all these different areas of our foundational wellness. And we focus a lot on this chart. And we really want to go through and help focus on different areas of your body to be able to help put those pieces of the puzzle back together so that your body is performing at its most. So, what's working and what's not working for you? What are your top health priorities do you have? What do you want to focus on for you and your family? And a lot of times, like me, I was dealing with my gut health for so long, I just thought it was normal. And I really want you to take a strong look at it because it's normal until it's not. right? Till it's too late, till you can't really, it takes longer for you to get your pieces of puzzle back in place. So, are you sleeping okay? How is your emotional support? How is your gut? And really take a look at that. And I want to ask you, what natural solutions are you using for that? How long have you been dealing with these issues? And really, if you've been dealing with them for like me, I was dealing with them my whole life. I think I was introduced to the oils when I was 45. And so my whole 45 years of having problems with food allergies, right? And how much did that cost me of losing, not going to work or losing time and the vitality of my life? And so I ask you to talk to the person who invited you to look at this video and to um, see what you can do to help you with your health concerns and your family's health concerns. We have many kits, and here's a kit that you can take a look at that I recommend. It's those top 10 oils that I talked about. This is in the 15 ml bottle, and the deep blue comes in a 5 ml. And a 15 ml bottle has 250 drops or 250 doses, and a 5 ml bottle has 85 doses. So take a look at it that way, that many of these oils will last you for a year's time. Now, if you're focused on gut issues like me, I use that digestion oil maybe 2, 3 months. I was out and I bought another one. So using these oils every day and how they can support and benefit your body is really powerful. Here's the Aroma Touch training kit. It comes with the training, the videos, everything online. So you can actually buy this kit. And I highly recommend it. Has a lot of the popular oils I talked about as well. I love it because it comes in that pump, right? The fractionated coconut oil, which is an oil we use for helping dilute some of these. But this one comes with a training kit so that you can actually start charging people to give them this oil, this technique. It's like a massage, and you can start making money right away doing this. And I think this is a really powerful way for people to experience the oils. It's a really great way to get started on a business. Here's a really big kit. So if you're talking to a doctor's office or something, they're going to probably want to get started with a whole plethora of all these different oils. And it's a wonderful way to get started. It comes with a deep blue rub. And of course, the toothpaste, which again is another product that you must have in your home. If you're here today and you have not bought the On Guard toothpaste, you go and put that on your template right now. People say, Becky, well, how do I know how to use these oils? Well, you can download this app, take a screenshot of this, download this. There is a fee. This is not a doTERRA app, okay? This is a third-party app, but I love this app. It has testimonies on it. It has lots of different ways you can use the oils. And the testimonies are important because you can hear what people were struggling with and see if that relates to what you're dealing with, right? And you can see maybe the different oils that you can use for your particular need. Okay, so what is a loyalty reward program? Now, this is something I want to just do a quick talk about. This is a way you can get these oils even cheaper. doTERRA loves to reward people who are loyal. And so every month, if you place an order, um, there you will get discounts back and product credit points to be able to get free product. So with the requirements to have that, you would want to join the loyalty reward program. And we talk about PV, which is personal volume. So if you ordered, like, let's say the lemon oil, it could be 10 PV value. This allows us across all the global markets to have the same value when the currencies are different. And so when you're looking at month 1 through month 3, if you ordered 100 PV, let's say you'd get 10 PV back in product credit points. For the first 3 months, you're on that loyalty reward program. The next 3 months, it's 15% back. The next 3 months, it's 20, and so on, all the way to past a year's time, you get 30% back in product credit points. And that's above and beyond the discount of being a wholesale member. And so if you decide to join to do this as a business, you're going to want to order 100 PV every month to be able to earn commissions. Now, sometimes when people are just getting started, they may not have the volume to earn that much commissions in. And so you can be mindful and watch that. It's not a requirement when you first get started, but as you're earning and enrolling people, you're going to want to do that. And I think it's important. Now, here's the product of the month this month for November of 2025 for India. Between the 1st and the 15th, if you're a regular customer and you're on the LRP template, you're going to want to Get your order placed with 125 PV before the 15th, and you'll get a free oregano. This is huge, you guys. You get a free oil. So if you follow these formulas, you can get free stuff, and super exciting. And then also the discounted oil this month is Aroma Touch. So when we talked about Aroma Touch, this is one of the key oils in that technique, but I love it to infuse it in bath salts. I love it in my bath salt. It's perfect for my bath because when I'm out working in my garden, my muscles are a little bit sore, and I love to soak in a bath with this Aroma Touch oil. It's my absolute favorite. Okay, so how to get started. So today you can buy from your friends, retail, but I'm going to tell you, get your account. Talk to the person who invited you today and say, I want my membership account. Show me how to get this. And you're going to get 25% below retail price, and you get the opportunity to join the loyalty reward program, which again is optional, but you're going to want to do that. It's a game changer, you guys. And or you can become a doTERRA wellness advocate. And so you can be a preferred member, which you're going to be a customer. But if you feel like you're going to be sharing these oils with people and you want to earn an income, sign up as a doTERRA wellness advocate and talk to the person and ask them what is involved in becoming a member of doTERRA and how do I share these beautiful oils with people. We have these classes all the time. We're here to support you. We love you. And we so appreciate everything that you're doing to help bring these beautiful oils to the world. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so you can ask questions if you have any.